Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Zaggeed Titan. We're here on Heilbronn and I'm in the E25, the German premium tier 7 tank destroyer. That goes really fast and would appear to be able to hide in any little bush on the map. It is very good at hiding actually, it's pretty good at hiding. Its biggest problem is that it can't see very far. View range is actually quite limited, probably because it's such a low profile of a tank. Tends to get into trouble with a lot of players because you tend to drive too far forward, too fast. Same problem that generally falls people. Afoul of people playing T67s and Hellcats as well. Likes big open maps like this because well, the armor isn't up to much. And the gun isn't suitable for tier 9s, so it's premium matchmaking. You only get to see tier 8s. But we're top tier. This is one of my older games. I have a big stack of older games that I've recorded that I've been willing to share or considering sharing, as well as the games that I'm constantly accumulating now. I haven't played. I'm sort of going to take a bit of a break from World of Tanks for a week or two maybe, and just catch up on things, catch up on some other things. I'm taking a break as well. Going away for a few days, just visit friends and relations, and our first customers arrive. Really, there's a leopard here. Now I kind of screw up here. My play at the beginning isn't that great because I don't adjust the tank for him coming out the other side of the hill there. So when I adjust, the first shot is ineffective. That shot finishes him off, and then I have to readjust the tank to catch him coming out the other side. But he turned, he didn't turn, and when he disappears from view I get a hit in, but he doesn't stay around, he actually keeps moving, so the second hit didn't occur. He's now coming around the other side of the building, or the hill. There's another tank destroyer appearing to the north of me, but he's outside of my render range, so I don't get to see him. Leading a target through shrubbery like that, actually, I find it very difficult anyway. I don't know about anybody else. So he's gone around the other side. Now I wish that champion had come back here towards me, and instead of fighting people around the other side where he's outnumbered, come back around to my side where I can support him. He knows there are tanks behind him, but he's still going out onto his own, into locations where I can't shoot the tank that's shooting at him. A lot of people do this a lot of the time. They don't pay enough attention to who's behind them and what support they can achieve from behind them. IS-2 pops up there momentarily, but not long enough for us to get a decent shot into him. We have a lot of tanks in the town, in the western side of the map, but I think the town's a kind of a useless location. I've said it before, but I'll keep saying it. By the time you get into the town, even if you kill all the enemy tanks in the town, usually by the time you've it done, it's too late to influence the battle out in the main field. And in this particular game, they're going to actually bypass some of the tanks in the town, ignore them, and drive straight through to the cap circle, but attacking a cap circle that outnumbers, the defense outnumbers the attackers by a margin. Now the IS-2 is popped up there. I've gotten a couple of tracking shots onto him, but we didn't actually succeed in tracking him. We made only one real damaging shot. However, he's not slowing down, he's just coming straight through. He's still spotted. Whether he's aware of it now or not, I don't know, but he's taken an artillery hit there. And now he's come out the other side. He's actually lost a good bit of health, and we've set him on fire. So he turns, the fire gradually gets put out, and somebody else has set him on fire, and then we finish him off. So you can see there now that there are a couple of tanks left in the town, but some of the tanks that were in the town are coming out and heading towards the enemy cap circle. In fact, one of the lights is already down by the enemy cap circle. I get a line of sight here on the hammer, and I'm going to take advantage of it because we need to start taking down enemy tanks. We're down 2 tanks already, and we need to make sure that this gap doesn't get any wider, it doesn't get any more substantial, because we don't really have much in the line of reserves left. There is that heavy tank by the base that hasn't spawned in yet. And that T-20, which is what I'm guessing was spotting me, he's come through and he was probably in a position to spot me there on the ridgeline. So I'm backing up. I'm kind of surprised that artillery hasn't made an earlier appearance than this. Don't get the shot the T-20s. He's coming through the gap there. Don't really spot him. And we're now even, but we still have a tank that hasn't spawned in. So my next step is, what do I do now? The thing is, the situation down around the cap circle is nothing I can do anything about, and our guys are likely to lose. Their best bet really would be to run for it. Particularly the light tank, because he's actually got a decent chance of making it. However, the tank destroyer over here on the western side of the map is pretty much on his own, and there's one, or if not two, maybe three enemy tanks near. I'm not sure who's near them or where they are, but I'm pretty sure there's more of them than there is of us. And while we have, we're only theoretically down one tank, we're effectively down two tanks, because one of our tanks is, has never logged in. So other than as a spotter to help defend the cap circle from hidden ranges, particularly for the artillery, is no further use at the moment. So the tank destroyer seems to have dealt with the tanks coming out of the city, so I thought I'd come back around this side and support the guy in the middle. But he's heading away from me, which is, I think, not the best of ideas, because we need to be consolidating, we need to be coming towards each other and giving each other mutual fire support, because we're effectively down two tanks for any practical purposes. And it's obvious to anybody in our team, of course, because the heavy tank is grey, that he's never actually spawned in, so therefore the chances of him getting at this stage of the game is actually not that great. Depends on why he failed to get in the first place, but the most likely thing is that something's happened, something glitched out on his internet connection, so he's probably troubleshooting that. This I did not expect. I came up here to kind of see what was going on, and I ran into half the remaining enemy team coming down south to deal with me and whoever was down there with the artillery. Now I play this bit badly. I get the shot into the artillery, which was valuable, and forced the artillery to relocate very substantially. It does take the pressure a bit off the AT-7, but I should have ran. I should have probably ran to the rear of the AT-7 down that ridgeline by the river. In hindsight, I did get some support fire there, but I did manage to destroy the E-25, and I think overall it guaranteed that I was going to survive by shooting the E-25. That if I just ran it straight down by the riverside, they might have turned around on the AT-7, and I might be able to put myself in a position where I could give them supporting fire. AT-7s are very tough tanks, and they can take quite a lot of punishment. Now the AT-7 is here, and he's up against it because he's got two enemy tanks on him, and that's always a bad position in a relatively slow tank like this, especially since one of them has already gotten his flank. However, the artillery intervened rather timely and helped out there with doing a lot of damage to the enemy tanks. So now he is facing the enemy Tiger. That said, in a plot twist, our own Tiger has come into the game. The grey tank that was down by the cap circle has now become a green tank and has actually joined the team, and this is going to turn things around considerably. The 88's still out of the woods because he's just gotten tracked, so that has allowed the Tiger, the enemy Tiger that is not fully upgraded, from getting in behind the 87. However, before he was able to exploit that opportunity, the allied 88 player, whatever Tiger player, has actually managed to get a shot off and finish the enemy Tiger player. So that is a bit of a plot twist. We've gone from effectively two tanks down to a tank up, because the enemy artillery has been taken out in the middle of that dogfight, and also we know that the E-25, the enemy E-25, has a sliver of health left. If artillery drops anywhere close to him, he's going to die, and it's a one shot for everybody. Now, the Black Prince is a different situation, but the trouble with the Black Prince in this kind of scenario is that it's pretty difficult being a Black Prince, because they're really slow, and you're going to be, once you're spotted, the enemy can take up positions at your extreme range, and the advantage is on their side. The only chance you have really is that the E-25 can give you overwatch, and take out the enemy tanks, or at least prevent them when getting into the best camping spots to just dish out damage to the E20 or to the E75 out. Sorry, the Black Prince out of the Black Prince's view range, or in a place where the Black Prince can't do anything about the tanks that are shooting at it. Black Prince has appeared again. He's now facing both the Tiger and the 87, and he's finished. That's it. He's gone. So there's only the E25 left, and it's unlikely the E25 is really going to make much of an impression against these two tanks as long as they stick together. Although I think the E25 would have difficulty penetrating the side armor or the frontal armor of an 87. I don't think you do it under any circumstances. So we've gained the victory. We got a lot of ribbons there. We got a lot of damage, assistance damage. So we finish up with a second class mastery. We got a Confederate, and we have 1,000 assisted damage, which gets us onto the table at number 2 by experience, between the AT-7, which is a well-deserved Top Gun, and the Lorraine 155. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and a like. And if you've not already done so, please give the channel a subscription. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.